Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for a very important quarterfinal matchup. The Samoans taking on Great Britain. Now, Samoa, they have been on a streak and a half throughout this London Sevens. 3 wins from 3, beating some very tough opposition in the process, whereas Great Britain, they've been able to scratch and claw their way through some tough victories, winning up against the USA, also getting themselves a big win over the Blitzbox to start off their Sevens campaign in London. Looking through the starting lineup, Samoa will be Valvasa Afasua, Va'a Pilomaliko, the two co-captains out there in the starting side, alongside Malani Mataval, the third, who did return for this London Sevens leg. Also, Fa'afoi Falaniko, Motu Opitai, Taunu'una Ulivaya, and also Paul Eti Slater, the last man in the Samoan starting team. Then for GB, Ross McCann, Jamie Barden, Api Pavadra, Robbie Ferguson, Kalen Barreto, Will Homer, and also Femi Sofalaran. So I would say that that's probably one of the strongest sides, to be honest, that both of these teams could have put out. Both know how important this quarterfinal is. The winner of this game will go on to face Argentina. The Samoans kick off from left to right, and we are underway. Nicely claimed there by Ross McCann. Ferguson fires it across, handling it early. Unfortunately, Jamie Barden not quite hanging on to that ball, and now Samoa get themselves the opportunity only about 15 metres out in front of the post. They will have themselves the scrum. Now, I should mention last week, the Samoans, they did finish 11th. Something's happened between Toulouse and London, though, because they are a whole different beast this week. They've got some fantastic players who are all shining through, including Va'a Pilomaliko looking to get himself the Golden Try Scorers Award, the most tries scored throughout the 7th season. Malani Mataval feeds the ball into the scrum, goes off to Paul Eti Slater, who puts a white to Va'a Pilomaliko, already scored about 7 so far throughout London, and he's going to bump off 3 defenders. You can see why, because Pilomaliko gets himself another. And he doesn't even need to have it where the players in his side pass it off to him, give him the run-ins. That is his ninth try in London, ladies and gentlemen. Bumps off Suffolaren like it was nothing. Gets rid of Robbie Ferguson, sends him into touch, and then Barden tries to make the tackle, but he still managed to drive himself over the line of Pilomaliko. First try of the contest, showing the power and showing that Samoa have come to play. Thanks for the content, mate. Surprised you still have your voice, says Osefu. It's probably going to be gone tomorrow. I'll be honest. We've done a lot of talking over the weekend. We've still got more coming up. We've got the semi-finals that will be taking place. Of course, like I mentioned, the winner of this game goes on to face Argentina. Los Pumas, not an easy game. We'll have to wait and see, of course, who manages to get themselves the victory here. But Samoa, the conversion was missed. Should also mention there's a lot on the line here because the automatic Olympic qualification is a chance for Samoa if the results go their way. That will be a knock-on from Great Britain again off kickoff. That time it's Sofalaran putting the ball down. It seems like GB in front of their home crowd perhaps are just feeling a little bit of that pressure currently. And goes Samoa, says Patisepa there. Should I mention anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Be sure to put your score predictions in the chat as well, ladies and gents. I believe my prediction for this game, I went with 28 points to 14 or 26-14, I think, in favour of the Samoans. Easy win here for the Raging Bulls, says Kerr. Samoa 31-1, says Pedro there. Now for Afoi Falaniko. The sun starts coming out in Twickenham. Looks like a very nice afternoon or a very nice morning for a game of rugby. Sevens, Malani Mataval now inside border. Valvasa, Afasua, the two co-captains working together, although Afasua's put the ball down. Advantage now in favour of Great Britain. Ferguson slings it across to Homer. A little bit of a counter ruck there, and the penalty goes the way of Great Britain due to players leaving their feet for the Samoans in the breakdown. Now Jamie Barden tackled again over the ball for Noli. Vile wins the penalty straight back for the Samoans now. It looks like, geez, Great Britain, 13 penalties conceded yesterday is massive in one day. That is across 3 games. And Samoa 26 points to 7, and also we got there 33 points to 7 in favour of the Bulls. And go Samoa, says Lau Philly. And also we have got there, I think those 2 words by Ronan O'Gara was game over, says Nate. Already a quarter of the way through this match, the Samoans sitting with that 5-0 lead. Scrum feed now 42 metres out from Great Britain's line. Malani Mataval slings it back to Paul Eti Slater, goes across to Afoi Falaniko, now out on the wing. It's going to be Va'a Pilomaleko, the try scoring sensation for Samoa. Like I mentioned, getting 9 tries already throughout this London Sevens matchup, or this London Sevens leg of the Sevens, and that is across 4 games that he's been able to do so. Now, Olivia look for the pass on the outside. Ball stays in the field of play, very close to the touchline there for Sofalaran. Manages to find the offload away. Now, Great Britain in possession. They've had a couple rough games, but they've also had some very good wins over top opposition. Looking to do that here. Ross McCann, ball on the outside to Will Homer, who brings up that intensity, starts to accelerate, moving into the 22 now for GB. Passing across, slinging past to Bavadra. There's an offside advantage against the Samoans here. Going short side, McCann gives it off to Kalen Barreto, starts losing meterage. He's going to take this quick tap. Wasn't quite on the mark, but because he was behind it, his play on nice no-look pass to Will Homer. Ball on the outside of Robbie Ferguson now. 10 metres out from the line. Samoa managed to drag him down. Their defence definitely going to be tested here. A little bit of a bounce pass on the outside now. Big shot on Jamie Barden. Decides to take the hit rather than looking for that risky offload. Sofalara now goes across to Homer again. Samoa, this is probably going to be the most that their defence has been tested throughout this game. Big shot coming in from Alani Matavao, trying to rearrange the GB player's ribcage. Now Will Homer getting forced backwards. So very well done from Samoa to go from 5 metres out from their line defending to then end up 40 metres out now. Still defending, but still keeping the ball alive is GB. Another quick tap taken. Now by Barreto, he's got Homer with him, but goes on the inside to Robbie Ferguson, who doesn't try and make it an easier kick. Interesting, but that will now make the score 5 points to 5 between these two sides. Some deep breaths being taken there by Robbie Ferguson, rearranges ribs, says GT. And also we have got there goes Samoa, says Vai Maila. A good run from Robbie Ferguson, but like I mentioned, didn't take a couple more steps in to make it a slightly easier kick. Now, that is either very much confidence in your kicker's ability, or it's an error that we wouldn't normally expect from Robbie Ferguson. We're about to find out, though. If the kick goes over, it was fine. If the kick misses, Barreto misses away to the left. Now, that's quite crucial in this one. Go Hamo, says GT in there as well. But now, Robbie Ferguson, that is his 77th try. I would have thought by now he would have worked out how to score them between the sticks, making it just that little bit easier for Kalen Barreto. And also Samoa 28-10. Now it's going to be Ferguson kicking off this one again for Great Britain. Travels the 10 metres, goes out on the full. Samoa now will get themselves the tap on the halfway line. And that is the last thing that Great Britain could afford there after just getting themselves back into the contest, to give it back and say, Samoa, now you have the last attack of the first half. It looks like they are going to be going with the scrum here for the Samoans. Yes, says GT. I'm going with Samoa, 26 points to 12. Very similar to my score prediction, I believe, in that preview that we did put up. Samoans, they certainly want to have a rematch with Argentina. They haven't quite had the rub of the green in some of those games in terms of the result. In fact, Argentina are able to beat them in golden point time not too long ago. Now Malani Matavao puts the ball in, comes out the back, big loop and pass there. And it looks like a lot of pressure there on the breakdown. There is a penalty going the way of Great Britain. Go Manu, says it was Lele Mila, or Lele Mia, I believe it is. And also we have got there, go Manu, do your best, says Silao. And also my guest too, too censored to say, hey, says Blues Nate, for what Ronan O'Gara would have said. Now Barreto takes another tap. We're currently 1 minute past the halftime siren. Kicking it in behind was Barreto in front. Wow, Ross McCann's coming. I know we've got a bit of pace. Now Malani Matavao dragged down 2 metres out from the line. Gets back up to his feet. Is that he's rolling forward? That's probably lucky that Samoa did not end up getting penalised there. Mavaa, Apelo Maleko will be looking for the ball on the outside. They haven't quite been able to find him yet, though. Fa'afoi Falaniko got a Ferguson on his back jumping on him. Looks like Nolivai will kick this ball into touch, saying, not happening. We're inside of our 22. Let's just go into halftime before Brian Lima kicks all of our heads in. Definitely if they gave away a try at the end of that half, I'm sure Brian Lima, nicknamed the chiropractor, someone's spine was getting rearranged. But they make their way now out onto the field. The coaches. This is what could end up being the closest quarterfinal, I believe. And agreed, says Kerr. And go Manu, let's go, says GT. And go the money, says Princess. And Villiers said Samoa wins and there as well. Yeah, anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We are covering the next game for the Samoans, which will either be up against Argentina or it will be up against the loser of that first match, which did end up being the Irish. But either way, we will be covering that next Samoan fixture on the channel. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Anyone know where I can watch the live stream, please? Your best bet is the World Rugby Sevens website. So pretty much depending on whereabouts you are in the world will depend on whether you can catch the coverage live. If you've got a VPN, if you set yourself to somewhere like Romania, you'll be able to watch every game for free on the World Rugby Sevens website, and it's completely legit. You won't get any viruses. It's the official Rugby World Cup website, or Rugby Sevens website, I should say. Wait, who won, says Jason. Still halftime in this contest. 5 points to 5 go the Manu, says Helen. And Samoa wins this game, says Nikki. And Fatamalosi Manu, says Lau Philly there as well. But you can see the determination on the face of this Manu Samoan Sevens side. For them to finish 11th last week, they looked in the mirror and said, right, we need to change this. We need to get it right next time. And London was their next opportunity. And so far, they haven't been doing too badly. Fiji versus Australia. That will be the next matchup of the quarterfinals. The winner of that one will face the winner of New Zealand versus France. And we are covering both of those games on the channel as well, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. For now, boys, says Ferretti is the final at 4 a.m. It certainly is, or about 4:26 a.m., I believe it is, New Zealand time. Yep, 4:26. Nice early morning start, but we will be covering that one on the channel as well. Ferguson about to kick off this one for the second half. I wonder as we get deep into this game how much that 2 points that they did give away there, GB, could cost a Motu Opitai, claiming it nicely after getting lifted in the air by Foi Falaniko. Now Paul Eti Slater goes across to Afasua. Now I'm looking through at the 7 men on the field, and I'm trying to spot Va'a Pilomaliko, and I'm not sure if he is still out there. If he is on that far side of the field. But that doesn't really look like him, I don't think. Now, Motu Opitai running in support for Falaniko instead goes off to Matavao. Now Afasua, one more Eti Slater. Ball goes on the outside. Oh, no, he's still out there, Va'a Pilomaliko. And now he tries to step through the tackle of Ross McCann. Ferguson drags him down. Fonzie offload up to Paul Eti Slater. Good pressure being shown here from GB on defense. Now Afasua, first receiver, goes across to Falaniko. Matavao on the outside. They've still got Motu Opitai if they want to use him, and they do. Motu Opitai, has he got the speed? He certainly doesn't. Samoa will get themselves the try. Runs it in as well. Strategic play, gives it off to Va'apilo Maliko. So he will get himself his 10th try in the Sevens competition. Don't need a live stream, just stay here. Apparently some people even came here for the commentary or come here when they're at the stadium. They do. And yeah, you hold that, I guess the achievement is the best way of putting it. You are the first person who paid for a ticket to watch the game and then also paid more money by donating to us while at the stadium. I feel like that's never going to happen again with anyone else but Kerr. So that's kind of his own personal achievement. In some regards, that kick has gone over from Samoa. That now makes the score 12 points to 5. Apelo Maliko scoring both of the tries in this contest so far. He's up to 49. He's one away from the half century for total tries throughout the series. And let's go, boys, says Jason Adams. Malani Matavao kicks the ball high, but the players were... Oh, no, this is interesting. They have now gone back, and the referee has said he's kicked it in front of the halfway line, so that's going to be a free kick. That is one that I don't think we've seen police throughout this whole... Oh. Like the referee, or what, like the commentators have just said, he's seen that happen 40 times throughout this weekend. Why is it this game that they've decided to pull him up for it? Interesting. Home side advantage bats for GB here. And hey, bro, says Callum, welcome in. And let's go, boys, says Jason. And go the Manu, says Rebecca in there as well. See plenty of support for the Samoans for this contest and also for Team GB. Want to go well in the final tournament of the 2022-23 series. Barreto feeds the ball in. Come out the back nicely for Great Britain. They end up getting the penalty as well in their favour. Ferguson looks like they might go for the scrum again here. GB, you can see their confidence slowly building as the penalty count climbs against the Samoans who do just walk up to the scrum knowing that they need to use the time strategically that's left on the clocks. Come on, Samoa, says Viniana. Now, Burrito about to feed the ball and again go NZ. Says Amani, and they are going to be playing just around the corner their next game up against the French for the quarterfinal. Burrito now decides to pick and go off the back of the scrum. Ferguson, big shot on him, but Will Homer now charging down the wing, tackled by Malani Matavao. Burrito gets to the breakdown at very quick speeds now in the midfield. Jamie Barden and Fa'amalusi Samoa boys, how many minutes left, please? At the moment, we have got 3.5 minutes remaining in this contest. And that's going to be the turnover. Who else but Va'apilo Maliko? That man is not just scoring tries, he is also getting crucial turnovers. Got to be up there for player of the year in the Sevens department, doesn't he, Va'apilo Maliko? But Manataval now will kick this one for touch. This is a more, I guess, laboured approach from Samoa than we are used to seeing, but perhaps that is the plan. Normally, we do see them just all out pace, take the tap, go, take the tap, go, kick it in behind. But this game, they kick it into touch. They now have the line out. Maybe that is a little bit of that experience of Malani Mataval. He wasn't there last week. They seem a lot more structured this week. Nicely taken. The line out time by Letufia. Now Nuulivai goes across to Lelua. Oh, Pilomaliko breaking the ankles there. A soft allowing, but he's been able to get back to him. Tries to get the bump off 40 metres out from the line. Now Samoa back across to the left-hand side. Nuulivai thought about going short to Mataval. Now finds the offload to him. It's going to be a foot race, but Vadra wants him. He's chased him down, got him by the shorts and stops him. Now looking for the offload. That's called as a knock-on. Lelua's disappointed. The frustration now on the face of the Samoans. Yeah, Malosi also says Cornelio. Oh, Leilua's got to be careful here not to get too fired up, or else the referee might send him to the bin for 2 minutes. But great work from Bavadra. The offload from Sua. Did he get a hand to it, Leilua, there? Nah, it's hit him in the ribcage. That could have easily been play on. Unless maybe it clipped a finger, but I wasn't seeing it from that angle. So GB, 30 metres out from their line, are now going to have themselves another scrum. Looks like there's a little bit of an injury here for Malani Mataval. Staying on the ground for a bit longer. Drinks being run out onto the field. This game has been played at a very frantic pace. So both of these sides, they've earned a breather, I'd say. One of these two sides, they will be making their way through all. Okay, Malani Mataval, bleeding finger down in there. I would say either he's dislocated it, maybe, or maybe just opened up a gash on that finger. But it looks like he's willing to continue. It's a broken finger. He's certainly not showing it, Malani Mataval. The adrenaline pumping throughout the body. That finger could have fallen off. He wouldn't have realised till after the game. Now GB on attack. Will Homer, nice step around. Level was Falaniko did miss the tackle. Now Ferguson slings it across again. Big fin from Burrito. One more across. Ross McCann. Big fin coming in on Apilo Maliko. Gets back up to his feet. Has another crack. Burrito going to Barden. Seems like GB have not made many of their changes at all. I believe that's Freddie Roddick. One of the only ones that they decided to bring on the field. Now Api Bavadra wrestled down there and a good shot by Elijah Nico. Penalty won by Samoa again. They're 1 minute away from getting themselves through to that semi-final. Is it hot there? It looks pretty warm at the moment. The players are sweating. The sun is out. I would say they're probably looking at a... Tell you what, we're going to do a temperature check. What is the temperature in London? 17 degrees Celsius. That's actually a really nice day over in England. So, yeah, they'll be certainly feeling the heat throughout this one. If New Zealand lose, does New Zealand keep the series? They certainly do. They are far enough ahead. The next game is a very intriguing one, though. Fiji versus Australia. Because if Australia lose, they have a big chance of losing their automatic Olympic qualification. And the Fijians have come to play, that is for sure. Now going back across here. And Oz, the coverage is blocked, unavailable. Yes, so unfortunately, New Zealand, Australia, or anywhere that they do have a provider of the games, you do need a VPN to switch you to a different country to be able to watch. Now, no Evia charging nicely. Ball on the inside. Apelo Maliko goes to Malani Mataval, but it's a mistake. Now the full-time siren sounds. All GB need to do is get themselves a converted try, and this game will go to Golden Point. But they're inside of their own 22. Samoa, all they need is to kick this ball into touch. Va'apilo Maliko trying for the counteract, doesn't work out. GB are going to have to march 80 meters plus to get to that try line. Nice step there from Will Homer. And now the step from Kalen Barreto, making his way forward. Ball on the outside to the left. Now Barden looked on his outside for his next support runner. They didn't have one. And now Mutu on the breakdown doesn't get the turnover for Samoa GB. About 6 phases now. They are up to Will Homer. Another step pass on the outside. It's going to be Ross McCann. He's been out there since day one in this competition. Over the ball, though, it's a Pilo Maliko again. The celebration. How does he do it? He just wins every turnover in the breakdown for Samoa. I think that Samoa, if they had 7 Pilo Maliko, they would be unstoppable. No, I know who says Ollie. I know I hit you, blood. Says Tuba Lavu. Hopefully I've said your name correctly. And I was like, Samoa, yeah, is said as well. So the Samoans, they will advance through to the next stage of the sevens. It was certainly a close matchup between the two sides. But Samoa get themselves the victory. 12 points to 5. And they hang on. They've got another matchup around the corner now up against Argentina. They've had some great games against those Pumas in the past, and I feel this next semi-final will be no different. But I do thank you all very much for tuning into this live stream. If you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We will be covering that next match between Argentina and Samoa on the channel, so be sure to give that one a look as well. But thank you all very much for tuning in. We will now be popping over to our Fiji versus Australia live stream. So we'll see you all in the next one.